Hello friends, my name's Emile and welcome back to some more Need for Speed Carbon. Today it is Lambo time. So let's get straight into this. We're going to go straight to performance upgrades. We can get race turbo on here, excellent. We're going to try and get as much of this stuff in as we can before we break the bank, because I don't think I've got enough money to get all the upgrades into this thing. But we'll have to see. We've got race nitrous as well, excellent, let's go for that. Right, race suspension, yes please. We don't have race transmission or race engine upgrade. Okay, so we need to go and get those two things, but other than that, okay, that doesn't cost nearly as much as I thought it would. Right, as for visual stuff, I do want to change the paint. I'm not really sure. In fact, I've kind of got an idea of what I want to do for paint. I apologise, this Let's Play has just been full of green and blue cars, but still, I kind of like that. Now let's just lower the ride height down. I am going to put body kit and stuff on this. I just need to figure out the right body kits to put on it, and wheels and so on and so forth. Right, let's see what we've got body kit wise. Don't really like that. That looks a little bit silly. And of course we've got the insane wide body, which I'm kind of tempted to go for. I'm not too sure on that rear end. Right, let's just... Body kit 2 looks... It kind of looks mad, but at the same time, it kind of reminds me of the Super SV model. Let's see what this looks like. Nope, that looks hideous. Body kit 3. It looks like it's going to be bad. And it is indeed awful. Do I go for the wide body? I've got to go with that wide body. Look at that front end. It looks absolutely beautiful. Right, as for the actual thing... Actually, Speedline doesn't look that bad. We'll go with the Speedline. It kind of makes an angry face on the front of it, so yeah, we'll have that. We are going to have a roof scoop, because of course we are. We are going to have a spoiler, but which spoiler are we... Actually, I know which spoiler we're going to have, because I think it looks quite nice. Not that one. Is it fishtail? I don't know. We are going to have a spoiler on it, though. I might go and auto sculpt as a spoiler. Ooh, yes. Let's go with those. Right, let's auto sculpt ourselves a spoiler. What spoilers can we have for the back of this vehicle? No. See, the Scarab's okay, I guess, if I could get it to stretch a bit further. Banshee looks okay as well. Venom, Switchblade, Impact, Fishtail, no, and Viper. Right, what's the one that I said looked okay? I can't actually remember. It was the Scarab, wasn't it? Excellent, right. Let's just stretch it. I think that's the best way to do it. Maybe make it looks too dinner platey like that, so let's just go for that. Let's see what that looks like. Answer. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't really know. This whole episode is just going to be me picking a spoiler, although I assume you guys don't particularly mind, because of course it's Need for Speed. It's all about customization and making the cars yours and all the rest of it. I think weird spoilers look the best on this car. I might go for the fishtail, actually. I'm still not sure, though. I mean, I could go for the big wing, but... I mean, we could go for Rocker 5 again, because I do like the Rocker 5. But it looks so weird on a Lambo. I think we're going to have to go for the smaller spoiler. I am gonna... Viper. Right, let's try Viper. Nah, right, fishtail it is. Let's go all the way down to the bottom again. Maybe if we make it carbon fibre? No. Let's just go with that. Excellente. Right, I think that's everything, unless I want to change the matte paint. Could look cool. Pearl, not really. Chrome, it's silly. Candy, nah. Ooh. No. And gloss and metallic. Okay, let's go with that. And just make sure Do I want black wheel paint? Yes, I do. Okay, that's everything. That's the Lambo built, I guess. That's 5 minutes of Lambo building. Right, let's go and dominate some races with our new Lambo. I'm going to try it on the streets before I try it on the canyon. So, yeah, we'll do that. Let's go and do this circuit race. And then we can get some engine bits for it. I might actually upgrade the engine and the transmission before I take it into the canyon. I think that might be a good idea, actually. So, yeah, we'll do that. There she is, boys. It looks so awesome. It's going to sound amazing as well. Of course, it's a Lambo. What Lambo doesn't sound amazing? I mean, pretty much all of them sound incredible. As I've said, my personal favourite is the Gallardo. I love the 5.2 V10 in that car. It sounds, or the Huracan even. I think the Huracan might actually sound slightly raunchier. Yeah, the Huracan's engine note is fantastic. I don't particularly like the Huracan, but that engine note is probably the best sounding engine note I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, it's awesome. It's fantastic. As far as what have I actually heard in real life? I'm not sure. I actually saw an Audi R8 the other day, which is strange in my little town. But yeah, there was an Audi R8. I'm fairly certain it was a 4.2. If it was the 5.2, I would have probably had an eargasm right there. But it was the 4.2. I'm fairly certain because it sounded very low end. Not like low end as in like cheap, but it sounded low end as in like growly, and I didn't really like it. I think I might have heard an F-Type before. I've seen two F-Types. I've seen a handful of Audi R8s. I've seen Bentleys and all sorts, but I haven't heard them in actuality. I've heard it was like a custom tricycle. It was a V8 powered tricycle. It had some Jaguar 3-litre engines on the back of it. It was pretty crazy. That sounded fantastic. So that might be the best thing I've ever heard. But yeah, I kind of like the more high-pitched engine notes, I guess. That's sort of my bag. You know, for me, it's either got to be like a very, very sort of high-pitched engine note, i.e. what this car's got, or it needs to be very, very soulful and growly, like the F-Type R, and, well, any F-Type actually, makes a pretty fantastic noise. Oh, Aston Martin V8 Vantage, I think it is as well. That makes a pretty incredible noise as well, so... yeah, one of those cars probably the best. Stay ahead of the competition. I'm still not sure whether to put some vinyls on this car. I don't know, make it more personalised. I might look into doing that before the next episode. Or I might... depends how short this episode is, because ultimately after this we've got a drift event and a canyon event. They won't be too long. I might go and look at like some full body vinyls and see if any of them look nice and take the fancy. We'll have to see. But yeah, I wasn't really sure where to go for the Murcielago, just because you do, you know, actually Black Panther's Carbon LP, which was actually the inspiration a bit for this LP. He ended up using a Murcielago in his video, and I wasn't really sure whether to, you know, use it just because he used it, but in the end I was like, you know, I have to use the Murcielago. A, because I really like the Murcielago and all that, and B, because I have actually completed the game with this car before. I know this car can beat Darius, so yeah, that's part of the other reason as well, so yeah. Anyways, we win. I was going to go for green on the Lambo. Like, do you remember when they first came out? They came in that fantastic, like, green colour, like the really, really high velocity. Sort of like the huge, like, Lambo green. You know that green Lambos come in. I was kind of tempted to sort of like mimic that, but then I thought, you know, we've had 2 big green cars in this series, and we've had 1 blue one and a purple. Oh, I could have gone with purple actually, but nah, I had a purple Lambo before, so hope he don't poke his head in.
Units heading up to the code 3 chase. Suspect was
Nope.
last reported heading south. Containment will be set up ahead of his
Oh, I love the police on this game. They're so amazingly awful. It's fantastic. It really is fantastic. Right, customization. No, it's not that. It's performance because we unlocked engine. Horsepower. I obviously want horsepower over torque, and then finally look at just what the transmission does for this thing. And then it basically has like fully upgraded stats. I think as an all-round car, the Murcielago is probably the best car in the game. So, anyways, let's go and do Drift-Do. Let's see how the Lambo does with drifting. I might need to break out the Viper because rear-wheel drive, but we'll have to see. Right, let's go, go, go. It gets the speed bonus quite quickly. I don't know. Am I still going to be good at drift events? Because it's been a while since I've done one in this game now. In those last few episodes that you saw, like, I had done a drift event relatively recently, so yeah. In this one, not so much. Well, I do remember challenge series again. You have to do canyon drifts, and one of them is in Murcielago. Don't lose my points. Don't lose my points. Please don't lose my points. I kind of want to cash them off, but at the same time, it's like, I want to risk it for chocolate biscuit. Yeah, Murcielago LP 640. You have to drift it down the canyon. I'm gonna just let my points settle. There we go. Yeah, you have to drift an LP 640 down the canyon, and you have to basically, to win that event, you need to get like every single turn right. If it was the same track as on that, I would probably be bossing this right now because that's so hard to do. I don't know why the car's staying in second. Shift up. It's not hard. Okay, I'm bossing this. It's fine. I really thought this was going to be a lot harder, but apparently not. I don't know what it is with the drift events in this game. They're so fantastically, ridiculously easy. I don't know what it is. Oh well. Can't win them all. I kind of forgot that you could fall off the canyon as well. Yeah. Anyways, at least I know I don't have to like be so ridiculously cautious about my points. As long as I have like about 20k coming down the first bit of the mountain, I'll be alright. I'm gonna hit the wall. I'm not gonna hit the wall. I so far was gonna hit the wall. That's why I sort of like started backing off. The brakes on this thing are amazing. Just keep her sliding slightly. Slightly sliding. There we go. Apparently that wasn't a wall tap, which is good. Amazing drift. Okay. So I've pretty much already won the first part of this event. I assume they're going to have about 100k points by the end of it, so as long as I get about 100k points, I'll be completely fine. Actually, 50. If they get over like 60,000 points in this event, I will actually be like genuinely surprised, because I know what the AI are like. Well, to be fair, it's not even the AI drifting, is it really? Because there's no artificial intelligence, it's just a number generator, I'm assuming, just saying, oh, well, they would have done this many points by now, because yay. Also, I have no idea why it takes them so long to cash their points off, but it does, so. There we go, I've pretty much won this event now, so as long as I just don't fall off the side of the mountain, I'm going to be pretty alright. For drift events, the Lambo's not bad. It definitely feels like it just wants to push. I will say that much. You know, when you're drifting through a corner, the car sort of feels like it doesn't really want to do it because it's four-wheel drive. To be fair, towards the end of this game when I was playing for it, I actually went with the Lambo first because I did the exotic career. I basically went to the territory where I unlocked the Murcielago first. I basically completed, like, did most of Silverton in the Murcielago, so I had a bit of money to spend towards the end of the game. I actually ended up buying a Supra just to do drifting in, and that was a much better car. So I've never actually drifted the Murcielago before, but it turns out it's pretty good. So that's good. Alright, anyways, we own that territory, which is pretty cool. We've unlocked a Ford GT. Bit late now, I'm afraid. I've never seen anyone complete the game in GT. Oh, it's a text message. This is as far as you go. If you want to take on Darius, you have to go through all three of us and our new rides, the canyon and the city. You've got to beat us in both first. No need for Darius to soil his hands. How considerate of you. Even though, you know. Anyways, let's go and do a canyon battle with Angie. And then, after that, we'll finish this episode off. And then in the next episode, we'll do Race Wars. And then it will be time to take on Darius, which will be pretty cool. I don't know if I'll end up doing that tonight, just because it's a bit of an arse to take him on, but hey. Got a Dodge Challenger. You see a Lambo versus a Dodge Challenger, is that really... Oh, okay, it's pulling away, so I mean, that's something. Right, Angie is pretty awful in the canyons, so hopefully this shouldn't be too hard. This is actually good practice, to be fair, to see how the Lambo's going to do in the canyons under normal driving conditions. It feels pretty tight, I've got to be honest. It feels really nice, actually. It drives pretty much how you'd kind of want a car to drive, or as neutral as a car that you're going to get in Need for Speed Carbon, because all the cars in this game, you know, they all drive differently. This, as far as like neutral driving cars go, is pretty good. You may be laughing, bitch, but guess what? I've got quite a lot of points on you. Right. Through these corners. This is where the muscle car is going to be slow and my supercar is going to be quick. Perhaps a bit too quick. Apparently I'm not... I'm kind of used to the Viper and it's just sort of smashing into everything down the canyon. Although, to be fair, that's how you really run the canyon events in this game, because the cars have very little control. I'm going to be very careful down here because I don't want to fall off the side. Don't want to fall off the side. Don't want to fall off the side. I so thought I was going to fall off the side then. I am right up her arse. In fact, I'm going to take you. I don't know why you're laughing, because I'm in the lead. 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 I win. I fall off the mountain, but I won. There we go. Excellent. That's that canyon battle done with. So yeah, anyways, that is actually pretty much it for this episode, guys. So I hope you join me in the next episode, where I'll be taking on the Race Wars, whatever these are. And then in the episode after that, we are going to go and do the boss race. We get 50 grand for that. Brakes and suspension, tier 3 pro... Oh, okay. I was about to say, if that like unlocks something really meaningful, that'll be a bit salty, but whatever. Anyways, thank you all very much for watching. My name's been The Real Emile. Until next time, farewell.